Alexa, kill all vampires.
Die vampires, die.
Yeah, they're not going to die. I need to clean the windows first. Oh, that's bright. Oh. Hi, I'm Matt, and this is Not Enough Tech. Today we're going to talk about shafts. The product showcase, it's not going to be the most exciting ever because, well, let's face it, it's a shaft, it goes inside of the curtains and it works. That's gonna be a bit of a rantish review, maybe, slightly, because it's supposed to be so much easier to use semi-smart tubular motors, and it's not even a fault of semi-smart, it's just a coincidence of different circumstances. So I got my hands, thanks to semi-smart, on the motorized driver for roller blinds. And in case you don't know, roller blinds are those things that go up and down on your window, preventing you from getting blind. Initially, I really thought that's gonna be a 5-minute job. After all, I already had the blinds fitted in my room and they were terrible, and I was looking forward to actually automate them because my screen is placed against the window and, well, it's a west side, so the moment the sun sets, I become blind. So if I mentioned, semi-smart was kind enough to send me these. These in particular, they are Wi-Fi, but there is also a Zigbee flavor of it that you can use. And I thought I'm just going to pop the shaft inside my blinds, and off I go. I'll be able to motorize my blinds and automate my home office a little bit more. As soon as I removed the blinds, I realized that my blinds are actually some weird, cheap things that I even shouldn't have on the window to begin with. I think you already see the problem why I've got with this. Even if I'm going to buy them a dinner, I'm not going to fit inside. It was time to take a more scientific approach. I've actually measured the shaft itself, which is 25 mm in diameter, which is about an inch, and the driving end is 36 mm, which is supposed to drive a 37 mm roller tube. I don't know where you are right now, but UK is a country of questionable standards. Window standards. So I got stuck because my window wasn't wide enough for the correct tube, and I had a shaft that I couldn't use. As you could see, I got stuck in a pickle, and the only sensible solution would be to redesign these parts in Fusion 360 and make them printable at 32 mils instead. Something that I'm still intended to do, so if you're gonna see a card in this corner, it means I've achieved a success, and I've got the versions for you that you can use with smaller roller blinds. Now, it didn't come to this because semi-smart was kind enough to actually arrange for the compatible blinds to be shipped to me from China, a parcel that was subsequently lost by FedEx. And after 3 days of complaining and trying to find my parcel, some random stranger popped at my doorstep with my parcel ripped open, claiming he found it on the streets 3 miles away. I guess we can jump to the part where I actually take a look at this product and tell you what's great about it and what are the weak points. Now, if you already have compatible blinds, the installation of this will take you only a couple of minutes. If you don't have blinds installed yet, it's gonna take you slightly longer. I've completed the task of changing the brackets and mounting the new curtains with a new shaft within approximately 30 minutes. 1. If your blind's going to be inside the cavity, use something like this to see how far to the wall you can actually push the bracket, because chances are that window cavity it's not going to be straight. 2. The total width to fit the semi-smart motorized curtains, or blinds actually, it's going to be 28 mm narrower than available space. Motor side will take 14 mm on one side, and the mounting bracket will take 10 mm more than actual blind. make sure you accommodate for that. 3. When mounting the brackets, consider the handles from the window. They can get in a way if you mount the roller too close. Also, if your window opens inwards, you should consider some wireless window sensors, something I've reviewed earlier. Also, it's Tuya compatible, so they would be ideal for situations when you actually want to run the blinds on a schedule, but you don't want to run the schedule if the window is open. Once the blinds are installed, we can start controlling it. Now you can use the RF, which is 433.92 MHz RF signal, your usual RF, and Tuya app. Now first you have to start with setting some limits, and while everything is well explained, there is one detail missing from the manual, meaning which one of the buttons in here is the set button. You have to press it multiple times to remember the position, and I'll give you the tip so you don't have to mash them all. It's neither of these. It's the one in the back. It took me a while to realize that. But once I got there, it was fairly straightforward, and after a moment I was able to link the Tuya app to Amazon Echo or Google device. And for some strange reason I can't use commands like open or close. I have to use on or off or percentage value. It's not a big deal because I can still apply routines saying like kill all vampires, but it's a weird quirk nonetheless. Overall, everything's working great. I don't mind Tuya app, it works a good job at controlling the blinds. You have schedules, you have trigger automations, so you can link your blinds with different triggers, and it will even display this cute animation when the blinds are going up and down. Now, I've talked about ZemiSmart smart curtains before, and how impressed was I with actually low level noises. This isn't the case with Smart Blind Controller from ZemiSmart. It's considerably louder. I think this is because it is expected to handle much heavier loads. So if you have a big window with a big blinds, the shaft has to have enough power to carry it up and down. I have to say I love this conversion. It increases the privacy in the evening time and protects my eyes from being burned by the sun during the sunset. Now, if you're interested in the product, I'm going to link a ZemiSmart blind controller, the Zigbee version and the Wi-Fi version in the description of this video. If you want to hear from me again, especially when I'm hacking these and integrating them into Node-RED, then consider following me on social media. Now, you know how YouTube works if you want notifications, so I'm not going to pester you with that. And for now, I'm just going to thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.